Hello, this is Fraser Crane, and I am listening. No. Just joking. This is not Fraser Crane. This is Joseph Vivaldi, and this is improving your mental health. I, what I am going to discuss today is a little bit about paranoia. The thoughts that make us crazy, thoughts that drive us insane, the thoughts that think that people are after us, so on and so forth. When you experience many symptoms and you feel that people are after you, well, it's time to get mental help from a mental health practitioner or a mental health professional. What is paranoia? Paranoia is or are the thoughts that make you delusional and you react on it. And paranoia can be very scary for many. That's why I say seek advisement over it. See, paranoia drives you a little bit crazy. You feel that people are after you. It's not a good feeling. You feel that people on TV are coming at you. It's not a good thing, but what is it? It's you have these obsessive thoughts and they react. Best way is think positive in a situation. Think it'll turn around. I remember watching The Secret one time where they were talking about this one person who had bad experiences and bad experiences came to him by the nature of his thoughts. The best thing to do is think differently in a situation. Kind of like talking yourself out of it. And having the belief that things will be better. And work on yourself. That's the way to do it. It's kind of like this. You obsess about finances all the time. Finances are on your mind. And you have stress over finances. You are going to have financial problems. But also another thing that was mentioned in The Secret is you have to act. You have to think, how will my situation be better, and act on it. Now, paranoia is one of those things where something may actually happen because you believe it. Because you obsess so much in your mind. And you have to know how to deal with it. Now, in places of danger, where was I before my thoughts were interrupted, before this podcast was interrupted? Paranoia. Here's what I was getting at. Let's just say you're in a dangerous spot. And you're in a dangerous city. And then you know people have been getting shot that you know. And I'm not saying if you're involved in something or not, but I don't know who you are or what you are. But that person may have extreme anxiety, paranoia over a situation, whatever it is. Some may be related to a drug, or some related to chemical imbalance, which is what paranoia is. Sometimes you may feel people are after me, or sometimes you may feel a paranoia where everyone doesn't like me. And you get that sense, and it's not a good place to be in. People who experience social anxiety have dealt with that many, many times. I would say it's not a pleasant place to be when you go into a place and you feel that person behind the counter doesn't like me. It might not be that they don't like it. It might be that they don't like their job. They don't want to be there. They have to be there because they have to make money to put something on the table. They don't like that job. And they're miserable. And they may have paranoia that, hey, this person doesn't like me too, so they may go through something similar than the person paying. I'm gonna tell a joke. Now, I've heard this one from Jack Canfield's video. Not video, on his one of his audiobooks. This was the joke that he told. He was like, the principal of a school. Alright, I shouldn't say that. The mother of the son was saying, I don't want to go to school today. They all don't like me. The mother says, you gotta go to school. You're the principal of the school. But I still don't want to go. They all don't like me. But you gotta go. You're the principal. You gotta be in charge. Well, it's basically saying, you might not be liked. You might not think you're gonna be like, gotta outweigh that paranoia. And you gotta settle it. You have to do your job, if you like it or not, and pray something else better comes along. That's what I was saying. The principal, on one end, has to deal with unruly kids and so on and so forth, probably depressed that his day is going whatever, but school is rewarding. Because when you see a kid do good and you see a kid succeed, it's a very good thing and it's success. And they appreciate you at the end of the day for it. So, even though they don't like you in the beginning, but they will appreciate it. I remember going back to 2018. 2018, 2017. Yes, I mean, it's one thing to be off, but it's another thing to have the medication not be good. and not work. And that's when you gotta tell a mental health professional that it's not working, that something is off. Because they may lower your medication and you may be off to the races, or they may lower the medication and you may have feelings of paranoia. So it's something like that. You can't. You gotta understand how you're feeling. You gotta understand the delusion, and you gotta understand the behavior behind the delusion. And you also have to understand why the fear is getting you. If you just take steps and not worry about it, the things will be better. So instead of being a negative paranoid where things are going to go wrong and people are at you, be an optimist paranoid where you feel that everybody loves you. I know this might be narcissistic, but if you feel everybody loves you, you put yourself on a pedestal where it helps you deal with that anxiety and it helps you deal with that stress. And it's another way of looking at things. It's looking at things from a different perspective. So that's my take on paranoia. Paranoia can be crippling. It can cause people to be afraid, and they can never get a break from their own minds, because their own minds can cause a little bit of havoc on your brain. Okay. Excuse me. I am going to plug some stuff for you. I'm going to plug Joe's Writers Club. They're very good at helping people to workshop their works of writing. They could also ghostwrite something for you, or even edit for you. There's job opportunities if you want to be an editor, or if you want to be a ghostwriter. Also, if you want ghostwriting done, and if you want editing done for your book, that is the place to go. So check out the site on joeswritersclub.com or joeswriters.club. And that is the page for the forum. If you're in the South Plainfield, New Jersey area, please check out the Firehouse Grill. It's a very good, reputable restaurant. It's a very good hamburger joint in South Plainfield, New Jersey. They have a lot more. They have very good breakfast. I went there a few times. I I enjoyed it. The prices are reasonable. And in this day and age where I go to other places and I spend, say, 40 or whatever, a good time, a good charge with the person, maybe 20, 30 or something like that, but it's very reasonable. I recommend it. And I'm looking forward to going back there again. Also, I am going to plug the Joseph Vivaldi Network. We are on Buy Me a Coffee. We are on Patreon. Check out our page. I will put the links below in the description section. And also we are on Spreaker. So, and you could also check us out on YouTube whenever it is available. So, we have a lot of good material on the Joseph Vivaldi Network. We have news with Joe Vexter. We have this brand new show, Improving Your Mental Health, with Joseph Vivaldi. We have other shows such as Important Moments in Wrestling History. It's going to be a new show that's coming out soon. Also, we have Slow Mojo's Timeless Poetry Show and the Joseph Vivaldi podcast. So we've got a lot of good shows, and please subscribe, join up, become a member, and we'll be happy to accept you into our community. So, again, this is Improving Your Mental Health. I'm your host, Joseph Vivaldi, and if anything, if you need help, don't hesitate. Go to a mental health professional. Have a good night.